The Birmingham market has taken a shift yet again, and most buyers and sellers here aren't really aware of what's going on right now. So I'm here to break it down for you, the good, the bad, and what it means if you're thinking about buying or selling anytime soon. Hey, I'm 𝐂𝐎𝐍𝐿 with 𝐒𝐎𝐍𝐿 Realty. I live, work, and raise my family here in Birmingham, and I help people buy and sell across Jefferson and Shelby County. I look at these numbers every single month, but I also see what's actually happening day to day. The showings, the price cuts, the builder incentives. So I want to give you the real version of the market, not just the headlines. The first thing you need to know is that our inventory is up. Right now in Jefferson County, we're sitting at about 6 months of supply. That's up from around 4 months this time last year. When inventory rises that much, it usually means one thing: buyers have more options and homes are sitting longer before they sell. So that's exactly what we're seeing right now. Homes are taking longer to sell. Last October, the average home sold in about 33 days over all of Jefferson County. This October, that number jumped to 45 days. We're also up 5 days from last month as well. So if you're listed your home and it didn't move right away, it's not necessarily your house, it's the market. On paper, this Birmingham market still looks pretty good. Our average sale price in Jefferson County is actually up from $319 from last year to $381 this October. So if you're looking at price, you might think things are great. But underneath that, you can see signs of the market cooling off and balancing out a little bit. Here's one example. Last year, there was 693 homes sold in October of last year. This October, 607. The percentage of homes that actually sold went from 65% down to 57% of the listed houses. And the sale list price slipped slightly from 99.4% to 98.8%. So homes are selling, they're just taking longer, and buyers have more room to negotiate with these things. But it's also very important not just to look at Jefferson County as a whole, because not every part of Birmingham is the same. Some cities like Homewood and Mount Brook are still moving, while areas northeast Birmingham are taking longer to sell. I just had clients lose out on a house in Homewood when we were 40,000 over with no contingencies. So the craziness is still happening. It's just not all over. It's really in certain areas. And even in Homewood is in certain parts of Homewood, not other parts of Homewood. The under 200,000 market is where things have really slowed. And this has been the trend we've seen all year. Those homes are averaging about 65 days on market and selling for around 94% of list price. But the 400 to 700,000 range is still moving fast. And again, the trend we've seen all year. Many of these are selling in just 2 to 4 weeks, and a lot of them are closing right at or above list price. And then just as it's been all year, the 600 to 700 price point is the sweet spot. It's moving the fastest and selling for the most over asking. So it's not just that the Birmingham market is bad, it's that some price points are slowing and others are still strong. Like I said before, if you're in Homewood, Hoover, Mount Brook, Vestavia, and your house is updated and priced right, it's gonna sell. And if you're in areas where there's a lot more houses and you're priced like it's 2021, it's gonna sit for a little bit. So why is this happening? 3 main reasons. Number 1, inventory is finally caught up. We've been low on listings for years, and now we're finally back to a balanced 6-month supply. Number 2, buyers are rate sensitive. Even though rates have eased slightly, buyers are crunching numbers harder than ever. 3, there are more inventory. Because there is more inventory and buyers don't have to make a rush decision, in a lot of the areas they are being more picky on the houses that they're offering on. We're seeing these houses that are not quite there, need updates, don't show well, or are priced higher sitting longer, as buyers are less likely to choose them. But the houses that show really well and are priced well are still moving fast. Buyers are just not rushing in like before. They're shopping, they're comparing, and they're waiting for the homes that are priced right and look good. Now, here's the good news, especially for buyers. This is one of the best windows we've had in years to find a deal in Birmingham. Because inventory is up and not every home is selling, you can finally negotiate again. I just had clients get a house under contract in Bluff Park with all $10,000 in seller credits at list price. You'd have never heard of this 2 years ago. And it's a pretty house. It's a really pretty house. We just happened to get in on it. And again, $10,000 in seller credits at list price in Bluff Park. So there's opportunities out there. If you're a buyer, I'm telling you, this is the best time we've had in a long time to get into a house. You're finally able to negotiate a little bit, also don't have to rush into things, and make good decisions. If a home has been on the market for 30 to 40 or 50 days, you can ask for closing costs, rate buy downs, or just a lower price. And a lot of sellers are saying yes. Remember, only 57% of homes listed actually sold in October. That means 43% didn't. So sellers know they've got competition. If you've been thinking about buying and today, right now, this might be the best time we've had in a long time. Now, sellers, let's talk real. This is not the market to test a high number. This is the market to price where the buyers are, because buyers are finally having choices again. If your home isn't priced right, they'll move on to the next one. If it's not completely show ready, they might move on to the next one. As I've said several times, the homes that are priced right, show well, and have good photos and marketing, those are still selling. But the ones that are overpriced or dated, they're sitting unless they're priced accordingly. Here's a quick recap of Jefferson County October numbers. As I said before, days on market was 45, up from 33 last year. Months of supply was 6, up from 4 last year. Average sale price was $381, up from $319 last year. Closed sales was 607, down from 693 last year. Percent sold was 56.9%, down from 65%. Sale to list price was 98.9, slightly down from 99% last year. So what's next? If rates continue trending down, as a lot of people are predicting, I think we'll see the market pick back up in the spring of 2026. If inventory stays high or grows, sellers will need to negotiate a little more. But no, the Birmingham market is not crashing. It's just normalizing after a couple of wild years. As I said before, I'm giving you all of Jefferson County and a little bit of Shelby County as a whole. If you want specific neighborhood markets, reach out. Love to give you those numbers. It's why I think it's so important that you don't just pick anybody to work with. You pick someone that knows the market, understands the numbers, and knows what things are going on. As I said before, I had just had someone literally on the same day wrote an offer for something in Homewood, and I wrote an offer for someone else in Bluff Park. The one in Homewood, we were $40,000 over, no contingencies, still got beat out by a higher price. The one in Bluff Park, we were asking with $10,000 in seller credits. So it's not just one thing for the whole area. Right now, we're seeing very specific city markets, and even not just city, but areas. Again, you can buy a house in Edgewood and you're going to have to bring a lot of money. But West Homewood is not as competitive. So it's very important to pick the right person that you choose. My name is Adam Snow again. I'm with eXp Realty. I would love the opportunity to meet you, help you buy or sell. All my information below. Thanks for watching. I'll see you in the next one.